Hello friends. Today topic is e-way bill under GST Act. 6 key aspect you must know about the e-way bill. What is e-way bill? Who can generate e-way bill? What is the validity period of e-way bill? Can the validity period of the e-way bill will be extended? Can e-way bill be modified or cancelled? Can multiple invoice be clubbed to create a single e-way bill? So, in today's topic, we will clear all these doubts. So, I Ravi Kumar, welcome you all in my YouTube channel Ravi Ryan and Associate. Let's start today's topic. So today PPT is self-explanatory. I colored all the important words and paras with different color. Sections 68 CGST Act. Section 68 of CGST Act explain about the process and limitation of the e-way bill. What is e-way bill? E-way bill means electronic way bill, short form e-way bill. E-way bill is basically a compliance mechanism wherein by way of digital interface the person causing the movement of goods uploads the relevant information prior to the commencement of movement of goods and generate e-way bill on GST portal. This is e-way bill. More, a e-way bill is a receipt or document issued by a carrier giving details and instruction relating to the shipment of consignment of goods, and the details include name of the consigner, consignee, the point of origin of the consignment, its destination and route. So this is all about the e-way bill. More about e-way bill. E-way bill is electronic documents generated on the GST common portal. This is evidencing movement of goods. It has two component part comprising of details of GSTIN of recipient, place of delivery, pin code, invoice or challan number, and date, value of goods, HSN code, transportation document number, good receipt number, or we can say railway number, airway number, or landing numbers kind of, and reason of transportation. And the second part is part B, comprising transporter details, means vehicle details. So this is all about the e-way bill. Who can generate? So there is a conditions. First, person in charge of conveyance carrying goods value exceeding rupees 50,000 to carry prescribed document or devices. CGST Act Section 234. Conveyance means including a vessel, an aircraft, and a vehicle. Point number 2. Details of document required to be carried be validated. Number 3. If goods carrying conveyance is intercepted by officer, person in charge of the conveyance to produce document, devices, and also allow inspection of the goods. Rules. Substitute. Notification number 12/2018 Central Tax dated 7th March 2018, effective date to be notified for interstate movement of the goods effective from 1st April 2018. Wide notification number 15 2018 Central Tax dated 23rd March 2018. Moving. E-way bill generated before commencement of the movement of goods if value is more than 50,000 and GST rate is not nil. Condition: GST rate is not nil. States have right to decide. Again repeating, state have a right to decide the limit of generation of e-way bill for intrastate movement of goods. Again highlighting, intrastate movement, state has a power to determine the value of e-way bill only in case of intrastate movement. For intrastate movement of goods, few states have prescribed different consignment value which are enumerated in the below table. Number 1, Bihar, Delhi, Gujarat, Jharkhand, Maharashtra, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, where e-way bill limit is 1 lakh. Rest in other states, it's 50,000. 50,000. Moving ahead. Section 68 of CGST Act, e-way bill, rule number 138. Information to be furnished prior to commencement of movement of goods and generation of e-way bills. Condition number 2, 138A. Documents and devices to be carried by a person in charge of the conveyance. Rule number 138B. Verification of documents and conveyance. 138C. What says? Inspection and verification of the goods. Next, 138D. Facility for uploading information regarding detention of vehicle. Next, 138E. Rule says restriction on furnishing of info in Part A of form number GSTR e-way bill 01. Moving. So these all are the serial number. E-way bill number 01, e-way bill number 02, consolidated e-way bill 03, form means verification report, e-way bill 04, form report of detention, invoice 1 means generation of invoice reference number. These all the forms is defined under the CGST Act 68. Everything and each form, section, rules defined under this act. This is the format of e-way bill. Moving ahead. Rule 138.1. What Rule 138.1 says? Before the movement of the goods, registered person who cause movement of goods to be furnished info in a Part A of Form GST e-way bill 01. If consignment value is more than 50,000 and it is for a supply, first. Second, for reason other than supply. What does it mean other than supply? Other than, it's defined here. Check here. Other than supply means job work, sale, return, exhibition or fair for own use, stock transfer, etc. Supply on approval basis. Next, inward supply from unregistered person. Unique number will be generated. In continuation, Rule 138.1. Transporter may furnish information on a authorization received from registered person in a Part A of Form GST e-way bill 01 along with the such other information and unique number will be generated. Clear defined. Rule 138.1. Info in Part 1 of Form GST e-way bill 01 may be furnished on a authorization received from the consignor specific by an e-commerce operator or courier agency if goods to be transported are supplied through such e-commerce operator or courier agency, and a unique number will be generated on a said portal, common portal. In continuation, interstate, what is job work? Irrespective of the value of consignment, e-way bill has to be generated by principal or by a job worker if registered person exempted from registration. Handicraft goods, interstate transport, e-way bill shall be generated by said person irrespective of value of consignment. Handicapped, this is linked to this notification number. Handicraft goods, meaning in notification number 32/17 central tax dated 15 September 2017 substitute by CGST 4 Amendment Rule 2018 with effect from 31st December 2018 notification number 56/2018 central tax dated 23rd October 2018. So these all are the notification which gives power to irrespective value of consignment, where principal or the job worker can generate this e-way bill. Consignment value, section 15 value, declare in a invoice a bill of supply or a delivery challan issue included central tax, includes, this is central tax, state tax or unitary tax, integrated tax and cess charge, and shall exclude value of exempt good if invoice is issued for both exempt and taxable supply of goods. It means yesterday we discussed the section 15 of the CGST Act, which help us to determine the value of goods or services. So this section 15 give power to determine the how can we determine the value of goods or services. उसके बाद इनवॉइस जनरेट होगा, देन विल मूव टू ई वे बिल, इंटर स्टेट सप्लाई मोर देन 50,000 लिमिट. So these all the gives the process how where we need to generate e-way bill, what are the conditions. So we are just discussing this step by step. So who can generate the e-way bill, where in what circumstances we can raise the e-way bill. Moving ahead, if goods are transported by a registered person as a consignor or recipient of supply as a consignee, whether in his own conveyance or hired one or public conveyance by road, said registered persons may generate e-way bill in form GST e-way 01 after furnishing information in part B form GST e-way bill 01. What rule 138 2A says? Goods transportation by railway or by air or vessel e-way bill shall be generated by registered person, being the supplier recipient who shall furnish information in part B of form GST e-way bill 01. If goods are transported by railway, rail shall not deliver goods unless e-way bill is produced at the time of delivery. Rule 138.3. If e-way bill is not registered under sub rule 2nd and goods are handed over to transporter for transportation by road, registered person shall furnish info relating to transporter on the common portal. What is common portal? GST portal. E-way bill shall be generated by the transporter on the said portal on the basis of the info furnished by a registered person in a part A of the form GST e-way bill. Rule 138.3. Registered person or transporter may at his option generate and carry e-way bill even if value of consignment is more than 50,000. Movement is by unregistered person, either first condition own conveyance or a hired one, or through a transporter. He or the transporter may at their option generate the e-way bill in a form GST e-way bill 01. Rule 138.3. Info to be furnished. Condition 1. Goods transported it's more than 50 kilometer within the state or union territory. Condition number 2. From consignor place to place of transporter for further transportation. 3. Supplier or transporter may not furnish the detail of conveyance in a part B of form GST e-way bill. Goods supplied by unregistered party to registered party movement shall be said to be caused by such recipient if recipient is known at time of commencement of movement of goods. Next condition, e-way bill shall be not be valid for a movement of goods by road unless The information in Part B of Form GST e-way bill 01 has been furnished except in the case of the movement covered is greater than 50 kilometer. So all this condition very, it's very it's self explanatory, this all the sections and these all the paras is self explanatory. कब लगेगा, कितने किलोमीटर पे लगेगा, किस वैल्यू के ऊपर लगेगा, this all the paras very beautifully designed by this GST Act. Moving ahead, Rule 133. Upon registration of e-way bill, a unique e-way bill number be made available to supplier, recipient and the transporter. Next, 138.5. If goods are transferred from one conveyance to another, consignor or recipient whose provided info Part A Form GST e-way bill 01 or the transporter shall, before such transfer and further movement of goods, update the details of conveyance in the e-way bill on the common portal of GST e-way bill 01. Rule 138.5. If goods are transported for greater than 50 km within the state or union territory from the place of business of transporter finally to the place of business of the consignee, details of conveyance may not be updated in the e-way bill. Rule 138.5a. Consignor or recipient who has furnished the info in a Part A Form GST e-way bill 01 or the transporter may assign the e-way bill number to another registered or enrolled transporter for updating the info in a Part B of Form GST e-way bill 01 for further movement of the consignment. Rule 138.5a. Once details of the conveyance have been updated by the transporter in a Part B of Form GST 01 e-way bill 01, consignor or recipient who has the furnished info in a Part A of Form GST e-way bill 01 shall not be allowed to assign e-way bill number to another transporter. It's very simple and very clear cut, this transparent language. No need to define, no need extra clarification on that. So Rule 138c 6. If multiple consignment are intended to be transported in one conveyance, transporter shall indicate serial number of e-way bill generated of each such consignment electronically and the consolidate e-way bill in a form GST e-way bill 02 may be generated by him prior to the movement of the goods. Rule 138.7. If consignor has not generated Form GST e-way bill 01 as per the sub-rule 1 and value of the goods carried in the conveyance is less than 50,000, transporter except transportation of goods by railway, air and vessel shall generate Form GST e-way bill 01 on the basis of the invoice or bill of supply or DC and may also generate a consolidated e-way bill in a Form GST e-way bill 02 prior to the movement of goods. Rule 138.8. Information furnished in a Part A of Form GST e-way bill 01 he made available to the registered supplier who may utilize the same for furnishing detail in a Form Form GSTR 1. When info is furnished by the unregistered supplier in a Form GST e-way bill 01, he shall be informed if the mobile number or the email is available. Rule 138.9. If e-way bill has been generated but goods are either not being transported or are not be transported as per the details furnished in e-way bill may be cancelled. Clear? E-way bill may be cancelled within 24 hours of the generation of the e-way bill. E-way bill cannot be cancelled if it has been verified in transit as per the rule 138B. Unique number shall be valid for the 15 days for updation of part B of form GST e-way bill 01. This table shows the validation and limit kilometer distance and validity of the e-way bill. Up to 100 kilometer, 1 day. 1 day means नेक्स्ट डे मीन्स लेट्स से अभी 8 बजे शाम को 8 बजे आपने कोई ई वे बिल जनरेट किया तो अगले दिन के रात के 12 बजे तक वो ई वे बिल वैलिड माना जाएगा. यही नहीं कि अभी 8 बजे आपने शाम को ई वे बिल जनरेट किया तो कल शाम के 8 बजे तक नहीं, कल 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 रात के 12 बजे तक वो वैलिड माना जाएगा. फॉर मोर देन 100 किलोमीटर 1 एडिशनल डे मीन्स कल मीन्स परसों के रात तक वो, अगर मोर देन 100 किलोमीटर तो परसों रात के 12 बजे तक वो वैलिड माना जाएगा. ओवर डायमेंशन कार्गो अप टू 20 किलोमीटर 1 डे एंड ओवर डायमेंशन कार्गो 20 किलोमीटर देयर आफ्टर 1 एडिशनल डे. Commissioner may extend validity period for the certain category of goods. Commissioner has the power to extend the validity of e-way bill. Rule 138(11). Details of the e-way bill generated shall be made available to the supplier. First condition, if registered where info in a part A of form GST e-way bill 01 furnished by the recipient or the transporter. Or second, recipient, if registered where info in a part A of form GST e-way bill 01 furnished by the supplier or the transporter. Supplier recipient shall be communicate his acceptance or rejection on consignment. Circle. Rule 138(12). If recipient does not communicate his acceptance or rejection within a 72 hours, it shall be deemed that he has accepted the said details. E-way bill generated of any other state be valid in state or union territory. Rule 138(14). No e-way bill is required to generate. ऐसी कंडीशन जहाँ पर ई वे बिल की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ती है. फर्स्ट कंडीशन, इफ गुड्स इज बीइंग ट्रांसपोर्टेड आर स्पेसिफाइड annexure. विल डिस्कस इन फर्दर in next slides what comes in annexures. Condition B, if goods are being transported by the non-motorized conveyance. Rule number 3C, if goods are being transported from port, airport, air cargo complex and land custom station to an ICD, inland container depot. ICD means inland container depot, or a CFS means container freight station for clearance by customs. Condition D, in respect of movement of goods within such area as are notified under Rule 138(14)(d) of GST rule of the concerned state. Rule 138(14). No e-way bill is required to be generated. Condition number 5E, if goods other than de-oiled cake being transported are specified in schedule appended notification number 2/2017 sales tax rate 28th June 2017 exempted goods. Non-GST, if goods transported are alcoholic liquor for human consumption, petroleum crudes, HSD, motor spirit, petrols, natural gas or aviation turbine fuel. Last condition, if goods being transported are treated as no supply under schedule 3rd. दिस ऑल आर द एग्जाम्प्टेड. इनमें से जो भी गुड्स इस लिस्ट के अंदर कवर होते हैं, कस्टम एरिया के अंदर कवर होते हैं, इनको ई वे बिल जनरेट करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, बशर्ते प्रोवाइडेड दे मस्ट बी कवर दिस ऑल द डिफाइंड रूल्स. Otherwise, even they have to raise e-way bill. Rule number 138.14. No EV bill is required to be generated where the goods are being transported. First, under custom bond from an ICD inland container depot or the CFS container freight station to the custom port, airport, air cargo complex and the land custom station, or from the one custom station or custom port to another custom station or custom port. Second, under custom supervision or under custom seal, no need to raise e-way bill. If goods being transported are transit cargo from or to Nepal or Bhutan, no need to raise e-way bill. If goods transported are exempted from the tax under the notification number 7 bar 2017 central tax rate dated 28 June 2017 and notification number 26 bar 2017 central tax rate dated 21st September 2017. Any movement of the goods caused by defense formation under Ministry of the Defense as a consignor or consignee, no need to raise e-way bill. Rule 138.14. No e-way bill is required if the consignor of the goods is central government, state government, local authority for transport of goods by rail. If empty cargo container are being transported and if goods are transported up to 25 km from the place of business of consignor to the weight bridge for weightment or from weight bridge back to place of business of said consignor. Condition: movement of the goods is accompanied by DC as per the rule 55, where empty cylinders for packing of LPG are being moved for a reason other than supply inserted by CGST Act 5th Amendment Rule 2018 with effect from 13th June 2018. Facility of generation, cancellation, updation and the consignment of e-way bill shall be made available through SMS to the supplier, recipient and the transporter. This is the description of the good as per the annexure we discussed in previous slides. These all the goods cover in annexures and describe in a goods. Moving ahead. Rule number 138. Documentation devices to be carried by a person in charge of the conveyance. The person in charge of the conveyance shall be carry invoice, bill of supply, delivery challenge, copy of the e-way bill, physical form of e-way bill, bill number in electronic form or mapped to a radio frequency identification devices RFID embedded on the conveyance. Above is not applicable for goods movement by rail or by way of air or vessel. Imported goods. What does it mean, imported goods? Person in charge of the conveyance shall also carry a copy of bill of entry filed by the importer of such goods and shall include and date of bill of entry in a part A of the form GST e-way bill 01. Second proviso inserted by the CGST 8th Amendment Rule 2018 with effect from 4th September 2018. Rule 55. What Rule 55A says? Person in charge of the conveyance shall carry a copy of the tax invoice or a bill of supply in case of where such a person is not required to carry an e-way bill. Notification number 03 bar 2018 central tax. It's with effect from 23rd January 2018. Rule 138A. A registered person may obtain an invoice reference number in a form GST invoice number 1 and produce the same for verification in lieu of the tax invoice, and such IRN shall be valid for identification number shall be valid for next 30 days from the date of uploading. Rule 138A. Commissioner may be notification require person in charge of the conveyance to carry the following documents instead of e-way bill: tax invoice, bill of supply, bill of entry, DC if the goods are transported for reason other than the by way of supply. Commissioner or an officer empowered by him may authorize proper officer to interpret any conveyance to verify the e-waybill in a physical or electronic form for all interstate and all intrastate movement of the goods. Physical verification of the conveyance shall be carried out by an officer authorized by the commissioner. On receipt of the specific info on evasion of tax, physical verification of the specific conveyance can be also be carried out by an officer after obtaining necessary approval of the commissioner. Rule 138C. A summary report of the every inspection of the goods in transit be recorded online by the proper officer in a part A of Form GST 0 E-Waybill 03 within 24 hours of inspection, and final report of part B of Form GST E-Waybill 03 shall be recorded within 3 days of such inspection. Rule 138D. Facility for uploading information regarding detention of vehicle. If vehicle has been intercepted and detained for a period exceeding 30 minutes, transporter may upload the said information in a Form GST E-Waybill 04 common portal of GST. Restriction. Rule 138E. Restriction. CGST Act 14th Amendment Rule 2018 with effect from 21st November 2019. No registered person including consigner, consignee, transporter or e-commerce operator or courier agency shall be allowed to furnish info in a Part A of Form GST E-Waybill 01 who paying tax under Section 10 has not furnished statement in a Form GST CMP 08 for 2 consecutive quarter, or other than Clause A has not been furnished return for a consecutive period of 2 months. Other than Clause A has not been furnished a statement of outward supplies for any 2 months or quarter. CGST 9th Amendment Rule 2019 with effect from 11th January 2020. Rule 138E. Commissioner on an application from the regarding person in the Form GST Waybill 05 on sufficient cause by order in Form GST E-Waybill 06 allow furnishing of said information in a Part A of Form GST E-Waybill 01 subject to condition restriction. Detention, seizure and confiscation. What is detention? Detention means not allowing access to owner of goods by legal order or notice is called detention. Ownership of goods still lie with the owner. It is issued when it is suspected that goods are liable to confiscation. What is seizure? Seizure is taking over of actual possession of the goods by the department. Seizure can be made only after inquiry or investigation that goods are liable to confiscation. What is confiscation? Confiscation means goods in ultimate act after proper education. Once confiscation take place, ownership as well as the possession goes out of hands of original owner and into the hand of the government authority. Detention. Section 129(1). If any person transports or stores goods while in transit in contravention of the act, or all such goods and conveyance used for transports, for carrying goods and documents relating to such goods and conveyance shall be liable to detention or seizure. Detention. Section 129 1. After detention or seizure shall be released if owner of the goods comes forward for the payment of the tax and a penalty. What is penalty? On payment of the tax and the penalty, 100% of the tax payable. In case of the exempted goods, on payment of the amount, 2% of the value of goods, or 25%, or 25,000, whichever is less. Condition first. Condition in second condition, if the owner of the good doesn't come forward for a payment, on a payment of tax and penalty, 50% of the value of goods reduced by tax amount paid thereon. And in case of exempted goods, on payment of amount, 5% of the value of goods, or 25,000, whichever is less. Condition C. Upon furnishing security to amount payable under A or B, above is prescribed manner and form circular number 76 bar 2018 GST dated 31st December 2018, who is owner of the goods for section 129(1). If invoice or any other prescribed doc is accompanied goods, then either consignor or the consignee be deemed to be owner. Not accompanying goods, then proper officer determines who should be declared as owner of goods. Detention seizure. Section 129(1). After detention or seizure shall be released, willing pay. First condition, tax and penalty if pay 100% tax, 2% value exempted goods के केस में 2% of the value of goods or 25,000, whichever is less. Second condition, not willing to pay 50% value of the goods reduced by any paid, 5% value of goods or 25,000, whichever is less. Last condition, upon furnishing of security to amount payable in a or B prescribed manner and form prescribed manner as per defined by the defining act. Same. Detention says here, section 131. If a person supply receive goods in contravention of the act, intend to evade payment of the tax, or does not account for goods on which he is liable to pay tax under this act. Third, supplies any goods liable to tax without having the applied for registration. Condition 4. Contravenes any provision of this act or rule with intent to evade payment of tax. Fifth, use any conveyance as transport for carriage of goods in contravention of the provision of the act, rule unless owner of the conveyance proves that it was so used without knowledge of the convenience of owner himself, his agent, and person in charge of the conveyance, then all the such goods conveyance be liable to confiscation, and the person shall be liable to penalty under section 122 GST Act. Whenever confiscation of the any goods or conveyance is authorized by this act, officer shall give to owner of goods an option to pay in lieu of confiscation such fine as officer think fit. So this I hope you enjoy this today video. So I have a few MCQ questions. First is e-way bill is to be generated by transporter, supplier, receiver, or any of the above. So answer is any of the above. Interstate movement of the goods invoice include taxable goods of rupees 45,000 and the tax exempted goods of rupees 25,000. E-way bill is needed, is not needed. Recipient has to be generated, and none of the above. So answer will be not needed, because the taxable goods value is 45,000. It's below 50,000. The condition is, what condition says? Condition says if your goods value is more than 50,000, you will have to raise e-way bill. Otherwise it's voluntary, optional. Two invoices are issued in the name of the same customer on the same day for the interstate supply of the goods and sent in one truck. Can one e-way will be issued for both of the invoices? First, yes, one e-way bill has to be issued. Second, recipient may generate. Number C, no, for each invoice, separate e-way bill has to be generated. Last, none of those. So answer is no. For each invoice, separate e-way bill need to be raised, need to be create. E-way bill is applicable for goods, right? E-way bill is applicable for goods, there is no doubt, only, and not for services. Food and drink services are moved interstate in a vehicle with an invoice. Whether e-way bill is to be raised or not if value of supply is rupees 75,000. First condition, sorry, sorry. A. No, since the value of supply is less than 1 lakh. B. No, as the value of the goods is less than 1 lakh. C. No, since the supply of involved in a service and not in goods. And last is yes, as interstate supply value of goods involved less than 50,000. So answer will be no, as the value of the goods is less than 1. So answer will be B. Next, IGST section 10 1B bill to ship to model. Interstate supply involved with goods in movement within the state. Value of e-way will be generated in a state rule is rupees 50,000 and the intra-state rule is 1 lakh, which is one to be reckoned. A. Rupees 50,000 interstate rule. Number 2, 1 lakh intra-state rule. Number 3, e-way bill not applicable. No, none of the above. So answer will be B. Rupees 1 lakh intra-state rule. Interstate job work and the sale of handicraft e-way bill is to be generated when the value of supply is less than 50,000, less than 1 lakh, irrespective of the value, and none of the above. So none of the above. So interstate the handicraft groups are exempted in this GST Act e-way bill में. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you feel I am giving you few value addition, do consider subscribe my YouTube channel, my Facebook page and Twitter handle. Links are given below. Do not forget to share with your friends. I hope I will be able to add value and continue to do that in future as well. So that's it from my side in today video. See you all in my next video. Till then, Jai Hind. Bye bye.